Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Scenario: couple has a daughter. They break up. Dad is dating someone new. During her time with dad, the daughter's hair is a mess. So the new lady does the girl's hair. Girl returns home and mom is livid, fighting mad. Who is wrong in this situation? Explain your answer and show your work, as the teachers would say.
Show your work. You want to go first?
You could start.
I'm always out on the limb. I'm always out on the limb. So, again, it was nice of the new girlfriend or new lady, whatever they want to call it, new lady. That is very considerate and nice for her to do that. But it has to be a mutual understanding between the two ladies. Again, we don't know where their relationship is. Maybe they're not friends. She don't know who she is, and
this implies like someone new. So I don't think they would know each other. So you would still say that if they don't know each other, you would still feel that?
I'll be like, I don't know this person. I don't know what she's putting in my daughter's hair. I don't know if I would want her to do my daughter's hair. So the baby father.
So let's put that in the same situation. Put that in context. If your daughter was at her dad.
If my daughter was at her dad's house and it's somebody that I have no clue about, and she did her hair, I would have questions like, who is this person? Like, why did she do it? She felt like I wasn't doing my job, or, oh, what was the reason?
But if her hair was messy,
I feel like you should have called me and let me know, like, I have this friend that want to do Destiny's hair. Is it okay? It's understanding and communication.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna go through, because now that I remember it, I'm gonna read you guys the poll answers from that, because I think I'm a little of the other realm with it. It's not as bad for me per se with that situation. Let's see here.
I feel like communication is the key, because again, if
Always.
you don't let somebody know, like, oh, this person, Keisha is doing Destiny's hair, is that okay? And 9 times out of 10, well, for me, let me talk for myself, I would have been like, yeah, sure. Like, does she know how to do hair good? Or I hope she don't do it tight. Make sure she don't do it too tight. Or
that is key. That makes sense. So that's what it says here. But it says, long as she. Here's what these are the I guess the opinions or the poll votes and comments. Long as she didn't cut or perm the girl's hair, the mom is wrong because why? The next one says, why was the baby's hair a mess in the first place? And then, I'd rather someone care for mine than to not. The next comment was, the main thing she should be mad about is not giving the okay to have her around, have the other young lady around her child.
Honestly, I don't feel like that. It's communication. If you communicate with me that I'm going to have this person to do that, then to surprise me. And what if I have plans that day to get her hair done, or the next day to get her hair done, and already put deposit down?
The dad wrong should have sat the women down to establish boundaries and expectations. The next comment says, baby mama is foul, not about hair. Reminder that what she won't do, another woman will. So somebody's basically saying that it's almost like a reminder, since you wouldn't do the kid's hair, somebody else would do it, or since you're not loving that man, somebody else would. Somebody else said, new lady owns a hair salon. He took daughter to get hair done. What's the issue? Mom shouldn't send baby over to dad without hair done.
All of these things that they are saying, it's almost like.
And I don't agree with that part. I don't agree with mom shouldn't, because again, as a parent, you're jointly parenting children. It's not just one person's responsibility over the other one. I remember having a mutual friend that went through a divorce, they weren't even divorced, I think, but she had a child's father, and she would send the kid over there, and it's almost like she had to pack everything for the child: diapers, snacks, foods. Like, I'm like, dude, you're sending them to, sending the child to that parent's house. Like, they should be responsible enough to
And
have their
sometimes
own
you
stuff.
want that child to be comfortable, and the
That's
other
part of you
parent
now
is
parenting.
not.
I would say I would rather parent the other parent and say, look, hey, when they're with you, these are the diapers that we wear. This is the this is the that. But make sure you get some at your own house. It's not one parent's responsibility over the other to send the child over there with everything it needs to survive for 2 days or a week when it's another parent. Like, you should be responsible enough to
What friend
have
you talking about?
have everything. This is trying to get me in trouble. Anyway, but in this situation, which again, that's more that's enabling. That's enabling and not allowing somebody to step up, and you get the behavior that you're establishing that behavior, and you can't be upset about it. But I would say, as a parent of children that jointly have the kids with me, they're with me 50% of the time. The first thing I did, I was so proud about it. When I got my own place and everything, the first thing I did was get furniture for them and have them involved in picking out furniture and helping to design their bedroom and this, that, and the other. Get separate set of clothes, a whole new wardrobe or whatever, because you don't want them just toting clothes back and forth like they living out of bags or something. So again, but I digress on that. Back to this subject. At the end of the day, I think when I try to put myself in the situation, like my son Kyle, he's probably been to the barber one time in his life. Thanks, Uncle Dave. I was gonna hang my hat on that
How did you feel?
He's never been to the barber because I cut his hair since he was a baby. His first haircut till now. I felt kind of cheated. I felt some type of way. Like, what? I had just given him a haircut like before he left or whatever. But I guess Uncle Dave doing a good gesture took all the kids, all the boys, to go get their haircut. So I didn't mind as much when I saw that, because again, it's not coming from a place of malice or anything like that. He didn't know what I was trying to do. So Kyle's had one haircut in his life. So if I said to him from a barber, technically, but maybe more, his mom might say, well, actually, when he was with me, such and such, it might have happened in Trinidad or something like that. So I don't know. But again, when he's around me and when he's up here, these kids, every week I'm asking him, you want a haircut? Most times it'll be no, or until he's like, okay, yeah, I'll get one, or I'll just say, nah, you get one today or tomorrow. Pick a day, and he'll say today or tomorrow. So if they went, he was over there and she was like, yeah, some dude's cutting his hair or some other guy, I'd probably feel a little weird, because again, what I'm trying to establish.
No, her not saying it to you, but when you see him, that's
and then I ask, who cut your hair?
He
and then
told
he's like,
you some guy,
mommy's friend, Mr. Jim or something like that. Because
again,
it says new lady, so I might feel a little some type of way.
You would be calling her and going off like, who this person you have cutting Kyle's hair? I always cut his hair. Yeah, I asked him if he wanted a haircut, but he didn't want one at the time. Yes, I know it looked like he needed a haircut, but he didn't want it.
I'm trying to reflect, because I'm just like,
you would be
in the daughter situation, like in here, again, when it's not you, it's easier to cast your opinion. Because again, when I'm looking at this situation, I was of one of the comments. As long as they didn't cut that little girl's hair, perm it, or braid it too tight, because that's the next thing in the African American community. When somebody braids the hair way too tight, you lose edges, or cause alopecia and stuff like that. But yeah, when you put yourself in those shoes, like if it was one of my own, and some random, because to you it's a random. You never met this person, so it's like some random.
You would need communication, and then you could tell the person, yes, go ahead and cut it. Then you could find peace in yourself that you agree to it, or no, I will cut it when he comes home, just because you're trying to do something that say, my son never had to go to the barbershop. Nobody else ever cut his hair. Communication, regardless. I would be happy to say somebody else helping me doing my daughter's hair, but let me know. Let me know before you do it. Like, do you have any plans to get it done? If not, I could do it for you, or my friend can do it for you or for our daughter, but not just go ahead and just do it and then she come home like, oh, Keisha did my hair. Like, who is Keisha? So yeah.
Daddy's new friend.
So now it's like, what He have you around this new girl, and now she's doing your hair like she. So y'all people that's in the comment talking about, oh, the daughter hair shouldn't be messed up in the first place. What world we live in? Your hair be
Yeah,
messed up sometimes too. What
I
are
don't
you
agree
talking
with that
about?
comment. Just because, again, you're both the parent, so at the end of the day, that child can come any which way. You know, if they're in the house together, there's going to be days when the child's hair is not done right, or the child doesn't want the hair done, or
Yeah,
cries
because
or
she's
throws a fit. So
crying.
it is what it is. So don't be like, oh, don't send her to dad's house with XYZ. My daughter or my son could come to the crib, and I'm going to take care of him. If I need to brush her hair, I've done my daughter's hair before. So it is what it is. Don't say, oh, you can't send them over there. Again, that's the notion of you got to
You got to
pack
do
everything and
everything
send them
perfect to
perfect over
send to the
there,
next parent.
send good
No.
clothes and all that. No. And then when I even hear that, oh, you didn't send any clothes for them to go out? No, go buy some clothes for them to go out. What you mean? Like, that's your child too. Y'all, you should have a wardrobe at your place, and the other spouse or other parent should have a wardrobe at their place for those children, so that they're not toting clothes back and forth. Um, but that's just our opinion in the matter. So, what say you? Let's
What
talk
say
about it.
you? Let's talk about it. Anywho, we will see you guys next week on another topic.